Hey guys, it's me, Stacy, with the Kitchen of Youth. I'm in my kitchen at whatever time it is. I know it's early in the morning for a lot of people. It is 7:52 here in New York, and I've had my big glass of lemon water, which you know I do every single morning. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I haven't gone to the gym yet. I've done nothing yet. But what I'm doing in the kitchen is making dinner, because I know I'm not going to have time to make it later because I have a meeting tonight, and I know that I know me. I know I have no willpower whatsoever, and if I don't have a good dinner ready, I'm going to start to eat crap. So I'm going to make a good dinner now, and I wanted to teach you this because it's so easy and it's so versatile. What I'm going to do is make pesto for you. And pesto is awesome because you take your food processor out, you throw your ingredients in, you whiz it up, and it's done. And you can make it with almost anything, any herb, any green that you have in your refrigerator. It doesn't have to just be with basil like you get in the restaurants. And it is always, always good. And literally, it takes 5 minutes to make. And I'm going to show you. Now, let me talk to you about the pasta, because pasta is my favorite thing in the world, but I don't eat grains. So I have a million, really not a million, okay, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but at least 20 different kinds of pasta that are grain-free that I love. I'm going to be using today a pasta that's made from chickpeas, and that is the only ingredient in here. Chickpeas, chickpea flour, water. That's it. So it's all chickpeas. So I will eat a small portion because how many chickpeas could you eat? And it's a ton of protein. It's great. And let me just tell you right now before I forget, chickpeas actually calm your mind. They calm your spirit. They get rid of anxiety. They get rid of irritability. So who doesn't need that? So if you could get a chance, try some chickpea pasta. All right, let's make our pesto. I'm going to make arugula pesto today. I like the way it tastes. And in my refrigerator, I happen to have a handy dandy big pack of arugula. So I'm going to use that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all these ingredients into the food processor, whiz it up, and you're going to see what it looks like. So I'm going to put about, I'd say about 2 cups of arugula into the processor. Okay. And I like to buy my greens organic, so this is organic arugula. And I also am a little bit lazy sometimes, so I don't like to buy it, arugula, in the fresh bunch. I like to buy it already washed, because arugula can be really sandy like spinach, and you really have to sit there and wash it and dry it and spin it and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, 2 cups of arugula I'm putting in there. Now, I don't have any pine nuts, and I know that's what's traditional in pesto, and I do like to have some nut in there. You don't have to, but I like the consistency it gives it. I have raw cashews here. I'm going to put about a half a cup of raw cashews into that arugula. The next thing I'm going to do is add my garlic. What I'm going to do is, look for my knife, 1 second. I'm going to take as much garlic as you like, because garlic, as you know, is so good for you. It's what I call an A food ingredient, a perfect A. An A for effort. It's an A for antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, what else? An anesthetic. It just really heals what ails you. Now you'll see, I have these garlic cloves that look ginormous. So I'm not going to use too many of them. I think I'm going to take one of these big ones and one regular size one. I'm going to just, even though I'm putting it in the food processor, I'm going to cut it up just a little bit because I don't want big hunks of garlic in there. And honestly, my food processor's 25 years old. It was a wedding present, and I still have it, and it still works. All right, I'm going to take those 2 chopped garlic cloves and put them in there as well. Next thing I'm going to do is take a little olive oil. And I like to use extra virgin. Sorry, I had to go to my cabinet. Here's my olive oil. I'm going to put about a 1/4 cup of olive oil. You could use 3 or 4 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm going to put about 3 tablespoons of olive oil in there. Okay, there we got that. Now, I like to add Parmesan, but I am dairy-free. So I do have, if I could find it here. Here it is, under my cashews. I have a vegan Parmesan that I'm happy with. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you. This is not, for me, the healthiest thing that there is. There are some ingredients in here that I don't love. I mean, there's, just some things I don't know what they are. So even though it's not chemical and this is organic, I am not going to use a ton of it. But I do like the taste of it. So what I'm going to put in there is just, see this? Just this little bit. That's probably about 2 tablespoons. And that's for the whole batch of pesto, so it's not too much. I'm going to put that in, cover this back up. And then what I'm going to do is put my lemon in, because you need to have some sort of an acid in there. So what I'm going to do is, this is an organic lemon, and I've washed it. This is one of my favorite kitchen tools. This is my microplane, and I am just going to Look here, I'll just show you a little bit right here. I'm just going to zest, you probably can't see it falling, but it's falling onto my cutting board. Zest this lemon into the food processor. I'm trying to get the yellow part. I'm trying to leave the white part because the white part can be really bitter, the pith. Okay. This tool makes it go really fast. There we go. It's done. The whole lemon is zested. I'm going to now cut the lemon in half and squeeze the whole lemon into there. Look, this is what I do. I squeeze it into my hand like this. And then I gradually, once I get it in there, open my fingers just a little bit to let the juice out and keep the pits in my hand. Okay, there's one half. Pits into the sink. Here's the other half. There we go. Pits into the sink. Okay, now I need a towel because my hands are a mess. Also, once you zest the lemon is so easy to squeeze. So it's awesome. Okay, now we have all that in there. The next thing, the only other thing I need is salt and pepper because I'm a big sea salt fan and I'm a big pepper fan. But my arugula is so peppery naturally, I may not need the pepper. So what I'm going to do is excuse myself for probably only about 20 seconds. And I'm going to put the lid on and I'm going to whiz it up and we're going to see what it tastes like. Let's see. Well, it looks really good, but I'm going to give you a trick. To me, I want to thin it out a little bit. So what I did was, I already cooked my pasta. I saved a little bit of the pasta water, and there's no starch in this because I've used the chickpea pasta. So there's a little bit of the chickpea water in here. Still warm. I'm going to add just a little tiny bit of that. Maybe I just added a teaspoon or two, and I'm going to whiz it back up again. Okay. Oh, this looks pretty good. Yum. It smells really good. Here, let me just... Oh, hi there, guys. Hi. I'm sorry I didn't say hi to anybody today. And I even have my glasses on. This is what it looks like. Let me just taste it and see what I have to adjust. Oh, you know what? That's really good. I'm just going to add a tiny little bit of salt. I'm not going to add any pepper because I don't think it's going to need it because I'm using arugula, which is so peppery. It tastes pretty peppery. I'm putting in, I don't know, I like a little bit of salt, and I know that I'm eating without Steve tonight, so I can use the salt because he thinks he hates salt in anything. So let me just, actually I don't even have to whiz it up again because I can stir it into the pasta. Okay, now I have my chickpea pasta. I wanted to show this to you. All I did was boil this, like regular pasta. It's a little hot. And this is chickpea penne. I think that's what it's called. Yep, penne made from chickpeas. It looks just like regular pasta, has the texture of regular pasta. It doesn't taste quite like regular pasta, but if you're somebody who can eat whole wheat pasta, you don't mind the taste of that, you'll love this, because this to me tastes better than whole wheat pasta. Let me grab a bowl. Okay. Here's my handy dandy big bowl. I'm going to dump my lentil pasta into the bowl, mush it up a little bit. And what I have here is a half a pound of pasta. So I'm not sure that I'm going to need all of this pesto I made, but let's see. I do like it well coated, and honestly, I'm making it in advance, so that means that it's going to sit in the refrigerator. So sometimes I like to do a little more. No, actually, let's see. I'm going to put almost all of it in. I'm going to leave a little bit in there, probably, I don't know, I probably left about 1/3 of a cup in there. I'm going to stir this up. Let's see what it looks like. Oh my goodness. This looks even better than I remember the last time I made it. It looks really good. Let's see. And yeah, I am one of those people who can eat anything for breakfast, so I'm tasting it. Oh my God, it's so good. I think the only thing that I would like in there, which I'm going to put in there right now, let's see, is a little bit, just a tiny bit of roasted red pepper flakes. I'm just going to dump a few of them in there. Yeah, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon, just for a little zing. Oh my God, this is so good. Here, I'm going to show you. This is my handy dandy big bowl. Look at this. This is penne pasta with arugula pesto. You saw how long it took me to make. And if I wasn't making it for you on the video, I would have made the pesto while the pasta was cooking, and then it really would have only taken 6 minutes. That's how long this pasta took to cook, 6 minutes. And it took me less time than that to do that. So here you go. But let me just tell you something else. Lemon peel, because we use the peel in here, and we use the lemon juice. I'm talking with my mouth full. Lemon peel is awesome for detoxifying your body and for your digestion. It just clicked into my head, so I just want to tell you that. Be sure to use the lemon peel. It also makes it taste really bright and sunny. Okay, my dinner for tonight is done. Now I got to go think about breakfast. I don't know what the hell I'm having now. What goes with garlic in your mouth? Anyway, talk to you later. Bye-bye.